David, I understand good news, you're back to full training again.
Yeah, back training with the rest of the boys, yeah.
It's been a long old road for you. How frustrating has it been?
Absolutely. So, well, for something that didn't seem much at the start, I'd finished the game and was looking to play the following week. To go on as long as it has been absolute murder for me, and it's just horrible, to be honest.
Is it one of those that you thought you'd sort of got to the bottom of it, and then you try coming back again, and it just?
Well, it was one of them. For the first few weeks, I thought, it's not right for this week, but by next Saturday it'll be all right. And there was no improvement at all from 3, 4, 5 weeks, and it was, we sort of found out what the problem was, and then it's still one of them things that there's going to be a problem for a while, I think. And it's just a case of trying to manage it.
And what is the problem then?
The tendon of the hamstring. Obviously, any tendon in your body is very hard to heal because there's no blood supply. So, that's why it took such a long time.
So, in terms of managing it, how do you sort of have to look after it in training a bit then?
Well, I don't really know. I don't know. I think it's just a case of resting up when you can and doing all the things that are right to keep it right, you know what I mean?
And obviously, while you've been out, the team have missed you. That presumably has just added to the frustration.
Yeah, I think all round, obviously all the games I want to play anyway, whether, even if, we haven't been doing too well, but I'd still want to be a part of them games. And obviously the team, I don't know if it's just me, them things, but then the manager and the staff sort of look at that and think, they want to get me back as quick as possible, and then it becomes like, I want to play, and it's a horrible cycle, really. But if the team was winning them things, it wouldn't winning every single game, that it wouldn't be such a problem that I weren't playing, and I would be sort of, given the time. But I know the manager wants to get me back in it. I feel like I'm letting him down, not being fit, and I know that's not my fault, but that's how I felt.
And how well have the club treated you in terms of being patient and making sure that you don't come back too early?
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah, they've got me lots of sugar injections.
I'll ask that one again.
Yeah,
how good have the club been in terms of making sure that you don't come back too early and then break down?
Yeah, they've been good, really. I'm only on loan, and I'm glad they've sort of persevered, because I'd have had to gone back to Rotherham and just sat with no one giving a when I got back. You know what I mean? So I'm thankful they have, but I want to get back to where I was, and back at the peak of my powers.
Was there ever a thought of you going back to Rotherham?
Well, not in my head there wasn't, but I'm guessing there might have been for the staff. But as I say, I'm glad they haven't sent me back.
The gaffer said you're in the squad for Portsmouth. Just how pleasing is that sentence?
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. As I said, I wanted to get back playing, and this is the start of that. And obviously, I've trained the last sort of end of last week and now this week, so things are finally going in the right direction.
And if you can play a part, it's a big old game to come back into, isn't it?
Yeah, I've heard they've sold quite a few tickets. They're the games you want to play in. I'd love playing in bigger games. That's what everyone wants to play football for, is to play in front of big crowds, not to play in front of one man and his dog over the park, is it? So this is a big game.